Racing again in our normal time slot on Friday in the Eastern Cape, and we'll be racing on the turf. The Gavin Smith Racing Yard get underway in race 1, where they'll step out the coupling of Joe Harmon and Fearless Badger.
Oh no, it's a typical maiden type staying race, and both these boys are looking for the trip, and they should be knocking that.
Bridgeton, ever consistent, will be joined by And It's Over in race 2.
Yeah, And It's Over, just hoping for an improvement. He has been gelded in that, and just cutting back in distance, hoping to see some improvement. Bridgeton's just got to put it all together. He's been bridesmaid a number of times, and just hopefully he can go one better.
3 runners in race 3. Crusador, while he's regaining momentum well and he's placed in both of his latest starts. Ubisika has been runner-up in both of his runs since leaving the maidens, and Pisces will have his peak run after the gelding.
Yeah, I agree with you. Pisces looking for the distance now, and peak run off the gelding now. He's doing well at home. Ubisika's done nothing wrong. He's a little bit unlucky last time out. And Crusador holding form smartly, track and trip suits nice.
Moving to race 4, Slings and Arrows, well, he ran on really well to finish in second spot last time out. Good effort. He'll be joined by Heya Lakatol. Now, he's better than his last run suggests.
Yeah, I agree. He is better than his last run. I just think he needs to be given a little chance, and he's a happy horse again, and he loves the turf track, and right up a distance for him to run us a nice race. And the other boy, he's holding form nicely, and expecting a decent run as well. Nice.
On to race 5, we'll see Anara. Now, she loved being on the turf last time out, and she ran a good race. She'll be racing alongside Errol's Legacy and Komasan's Passion.
Both Errol and Komasan, and also same as Anara, enjoy the turf track. So, primed and aimed them at the turf, and Anara, very nice run last time out. She reached the peak after a long layoff, so expect her in the quartets. The other 2 girls back in the quartets.
Another horse who really thrived being back on the grass in her last start we'll see in race 6, and that's To Benton. She ran a great race, beaten under a length, taking on male opposition, and she'll be racing alongside her stable companion Maiden's Cove, who's holding steady form.
I backed both these girls up because it's a race to suit them, and they both enjoy the turf, and we've got a little bit of lack of turf at the moment, so especially To Benton, she loves the turf track. She just doesn't take to the poly, and she ran a smart race. Just depends how much that's taken out of her nights.
Now, the feature of the afternoon is the ladies' bracelet. They'll be racing over the mile trip. The yard is well represented here by the 4 runners. Sister Light and Rarotonga Rose will both be making their local debut off of high-felt form.
Yeah, both these girls got fair form. Big, strong fillies. Their gallop last week wasn't bad at all. They'll be knocking nights, but it's a very competitive field.
In the box behind us is Dame of Flame. She's looking magnificent, and she's holding wonderful form. She's been a winner in 3 of her last 5 starts. She'll be joined by Flame Flower, who is never far back. Yeah,
Flame Flower's being honest filly. She's quite a pacey girl. Dame of Flame's maybe just looking for a touch further at this stage of the game, plus she's drawn a little bit wide, but holding form nicely. But like I said, very competitive race.
And another 4 runners to end off the day for the yard in race 8. Pompei Warning, well, he won his very first start for the yard in his last outing, and Captain TikTok, he registered his 2nd career win in his last start.
Yeah, Pompei takes on stronger now after coming out of the maiden ranks, and he's got a bit of weight to carry. TikTok won a smart race on the turf, and just kept him on the turf, and doing well enough at home to warrant respect.
Forest Spa never disgraces himself, and finally Adya ran an improved race in his last, where he was a fitter horse.
Yeah, Adya, much better race last time. He's now peaked after the gelding, and Forest Spa, he's always thereabouts nice.
There you have it, super breakdown from the Inform Yard of Gavin Smith.